Twitter DMs are really like the anonymous like bathroom hand job of friendship.
So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. We refuse to give in to the town that takes all. To survive, you must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears overcome. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. How
Hey everybody, welcome to Funk Dunk Plays, Season 2, Episode 24. You didn't want it, but we're back for more. We left off during a very exciting portion when someone was asleep. Someone else was asleep. Actually, someone else was asleep.
I didn't explain my entire level up, though, so there is that.
That's true. Eliza was studying.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eliza was the one doing the most exciting shit. So let's go over to her because she is not sleeping through the night. She is, in fact, in the tower where they found a body and caused a body, which is good. I'm just going to say that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, you probably didn't disturb any of the dildos.
Nope. Didn't touch them.
You probably left them. I mean, listen, they're being evil.
Unless they seemed relevant to learning about the Nightmare King, I didn't touch them.
Okay, I'm just saying, they're being evil, but then there's like just being, hey, respect, The man's
No,
dildo.
she's very on task right now.
Okay.
In fact, I was assuming we would pick up with either the party or the guy who Jesus Hellforge was sending over arriving, because when they arrive, they're going to find that Elisa is now sitting on the roof of the tower studying a book.
Okay, then we'll start with its menagerie.
All of them.
All of them. I'm just going to assume we have the goat out at this point, just to add to the look.
Of course. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about...
Is your owl with you?
I hope so.
Okay, you're an adventuring party from a really bad anime all in of yourself. And as you make your way up, I don't know if you're going to be getting breakfast or anything.
If I can grab a cup of coffee somewhere, that would be great.
Okay, because
Can I assume that everything has worn off? My whole shit is on point.
you are back to normal.
Thank you.
You're no longer intoxicated, and the other effect that it took control over you that day, yesterday, is also passed, without actually happening.
Oh, okay.
It would have been really funny if you had used it.
Oh, there was a limit on that.
The other one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was only one day.
Didn't know that. I thought it was just lingering.
You don't even know what it was.
No, but you said I had to do a thing to trigger it.
Yep, and the
I
time has passed. You didn't
do
the
it
thing.
because I thought it would just stick around,
No, sorry, it didn't.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna find a naked flaming dude next to my
He's
bed.
in your bedroom in a pile of asbestos.
I'm just gonna look at him for a while and shake my head. And then I'm gonna go find some coffee. It shouldn't be too hard, I guess.
There must be someone who makes coffee there.
If I can find a cup of coffee, I will grab that and return to my room.
Just find the coffee sorcerer who knows how to make magic coffee.
Okay, you find the Espressomancer.
This is a real shit job. Okay.
And he went to coffee school for this.
Yeah, I sure he did.
He studied under Brewster, alright? He knows
Just give
his
me the
shit.
goddamn coffee.
He gives you the coffee and a smile, which isn't quite a smile. It's not quite a smile.
It's probably a reference that I don't get.
No,
No, it's just not quite a smile.
not quite a
Just
smile.
the dead-eyed stare of someone who makes coffee for a living.
It's still good enough. He's completely dead inside.
Okay, so you are heading back.
I return to my room and I'm gonna fast for a bit before I head out because I'm gonna go look for Elisa, but I need to grab something from my room before that.
What are you grabbing?
Grabbing the naked guy by the junk.
I'm grabbing a very small hat
Okay.
for later use.
All right.
Yeah, and Elisa didn't tell yet or Muddler where she was going, but she did tell Jesus Hellforge, so you could ask him, especially if he, I don't know, pops up and mentions that he's sending someone to go meet her.
Before that, can I don't know if that is cheating, but can I now in my sober state make another roll to determine if I can figure out where she went?
You can. It would just be straight up intelligence again. No, it wouldn't be with a disadvantage, but you would not get any bonus because it is this far after the fact.
3.
3.
Okay, forget it. Still coffee in hand. I'm gonna head over to the
Espressomancer and grill him.
to Gold in the conference room if he's there. I wouldn't know where else he would hang out, but probably.
Okay, he is actually at the desk in the conference room. He is
His
going
butt
over.
sticks to the chair. He's never been anywhere else.
He's going over
The
just
chair is part of his body.
he's going over intelligence reports. I mean, just facts and figures and making sure that everything is good and the church is going to be able to survive, and that also the agent being sent on missions, can accomplish their missions, etc., etc. He's doing leader stuff, basically.
Good, because no one else is.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
The thing is, a lot of this stuff is what Silver used to do,
Yeah.
but Silver's dead.
And Elisa should be doing.
Elisa's making plans, but it doesn't necessarily have to involve the church.
No, I just mean that this is what the dude formerly known as Silver before he died used to handle. That's all. It was his job responsibility. Doesn't mean it's inherent in the title.
Okay. I just,
Because if it was, then it would just be in charge of, bribing Judas.
I'm gonna head over to him.
Silver pieces.
Jokes. I'm so tired. And, take a sip from my coffee. Morning.
He's not the greeting type.
No, he's not.
He's too busy being half chair.
He looks up and says, Bronze, I see you made it back okay then.
Always.
Do you happen to know something about the East Hallway carpet? It looks slightly water damaged.
Last night is a little bit fuzzy, to tell you the truth. It really is.
Oh dear, were you at FurCon? I thought you had gone murdering, not yiffing.
If you would like any concrete information about any happenings of last night, you would probably be better off asking Muddler.
He looks at you. Oh no, everything's in Muddler's report. I was asking you because I'd rather hear it from He kind of hovers into the air for a second, mentally. A person.
That's racist?
That's how we roll.
I'm sorry, you hadn't realized this is casual racism in the campaign. If you were looking for social justice warriors, that was last season.
Was it, though?
Yes, you tried to have sex with everything, no matter what it looked like. Remember Nobly?
That's what SJWs do.
It stands for sex. Just watch.
That's why I'm so ambiguous about most topics. Now I know that, too.
So, have you come any closer to finding this other anomaly?
Not quite, but unfortunately, before dear Captain Butt could help us figure things out. He tragically met his end. His balls first, then the rest of him.
He looks down. He looks down at a sheet of paper. Looks back up at you. Looks down at look at the sheet of paper. Takes a pen. Circles something. Crosses something out. You can see him making like a question mark motion with his hand.
Is he grading me or something?
Then he looks back up and goes, "So, am I to understand that you left in search of the second anomaly, killed a member of the nobility, and came back for naps?"
Well, it's not as easy as it might seem from your perspective behind that desk.
He cocks an eyebrow.
I hope so. By the way, we are not done yet. We will find the second anomaly. And on our way out, we're gonna let the Walpians in, just so you know.
He looks down at a piece of paper again, looks up and goes, "I'm not sure if many of them would really appreciate that. This is apparently, yes. They're classifying it as a recent pregnancy siege. Really an excuse for the men to get out of the house."
Well, they can relax in the city as well as out in that field. It is kind of annoying to have an entire army in front of your doorstep like that. Especially with everyone running wild on those city walls.
And he reaches over, opens up a very large book, and it just thuds open and goes, and he looks at it, there's just these line after line after line of text on it, and he goes, "Well, it could be said that it is partially inconvenient, however. Our coffers would say otherwise. One thing about a very large standing army is they get very annoyed with each other, and occasionally there's profit to be made."
What is better than profit, you would say? Can't think of anything?
Nobody follows that religion.
Are you attempting to test my faith, brother?
Am I? What exactly are you trying to do here, Gold?
What we have always done. Survive.
Very orderly of you, isn't it?
Even the most crazed madman must still have a heart that pumps blood to his extremities lest they fall off. Would it that we could all bear ourselves the luxury of simply doing what we like? Others must stand as the bulwark against far greater tyranny and order. Lest you not forget it, brother.
All I can say to you is that the Traveler is bored out of his fucking mind by what we are doing here. By the way, have you seen my snake friend?
Why not ask your god friend?
Ooh!
If you are on such wonderful close terms with him.
Have you ever spoken to him?
We all speak with him.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm just gonna turn around and walk out.
And before you get to the doorway, he does holler back to you. "Oh, and you might wish to save yourself some time looking for the other anomaly and just talk to Jesus or something. I believe he's got a message for you. So yes, have your come to Jesus moment or whatever it is you do."
Thank you, brother.
He's already back in the paperwork.
Should I talk to Jesus?
Hellforge, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The other one doesn't talk to me, I'm sure.
He left this campaign a long time ago.
He left us last campaign.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So you're heading over to Jesus Hellforges.
Yes.
The Spy Master's grotto. He has a grotto now, he decided it.
Mhm.
With rock sculptures. It's all inside his office, so it's kind of cool with a little waterfall in there. Nice.
Awesome.
Very zen. Therefore, it's very daddy. It's weird. He is at his desk going over things, and there is a man standing by his desk looking like he's waiting for something. And he is wearing a, it's like a white robe, but with like, like those like over robes, where it's almost like it just goes over the front and the back, but it goes over the white robe. I forget the word for it. It's like
He's a Jedi
or something. Yeah, like now you got the robe, and over it you got like another like almost like a talbot almost. He's got one of them with what looks like a holy symbol that you don't recognize. And he's standing there like he's waiting for Mr. Hellforge to finish doing a thing.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Jesus Hellforge wakes up. And a good morning to you too. Butler, Reggie, Goat, Sheep.
Of course, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wait, what was the owl's name again?
Mulberry.
He can see the sheep.
Mulberry and Mulberry.
The sheep isn't invisible.
It just seems like nobody notices the sheep.
Oh. Okay.
No, he notices the sheep. He knows everything. Yeah. He's a fine master. In fact, when he goes sheep, the guy next to his desk kind of looks like, wait, what? A little like, girlfriend, what? Like that. But it's cool. It's cool though. It's cool. Trust me, guys.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
It's cool. To what do I owe the esteemed pleasure? Just pretend I don't know. It makes things a lot less awkward.
I'm not sure I would call it a pleasure.
Oh, I would. Trust me. I am fully erect.
Thank you.
I wish what you do know is he's standing at his desk. He is actually standing up. He's not talking about his penis.
No.
He's talking about his posture.
No, he's not.
Get your mind out of the gutter, kids.
Well, if you remember our little problem, the second so-called anomaly the bots have in store for the end of the world, do not happen to have any new information about that?
He looks at you, looks over at the person at the standing next to his desk, and then he reaches into a drawer. He takes a small glass bottle, and inside it is what looks like a small black jelly bean.
Oh.
He hands it to you, and he nods.
I'm not really hungry.
Well, that's perfectly alright. I would suggest eating that when you get some time to yourself. It's definitely something to be savored, not to be rushed, and it's definitely not a party drug.
I'm not sure I follow.
Listen to the words, but not what I say. Far more important for you to remember that I am talking to you in jive.
Dude.
Anyway, you're gonna need to meet up with your associate, Rude McRudeface, I believe is her name. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? The one who's a jerk.
Vaguely.
She made a couple of, let's just say, strong requests, which I've done because she's in fact second in command of our religious order, praise be his name. But one of her requests for me to find her a cleric who could cast a spell, Speak with Dead. It's kind of difficult. None of the clerics in our religion do anything even beginning to tamper with necromancy because, well, there was that time about 40 years ago that Rudy's dead and Auto the Irresistible Dance got mixed up, and he looks at the ground and he goes, I still tear up when I think of the night of 1,000 dancing corpses, but we'll never get anything that beautiful again!
I have a friend. His name is Goris. You should talk to him sometime.
Oh, Goris, I know him. He's a fine man. Bit scrawny, tiny on the pale side. Like his rat, though. Dope-ass rat. Anyway, one thing your friend Rudy Sandy Vagina said was she needed this cleric. So I was able to find a person that owed me at least 13.2 favors. That here is my good friend, Father Doofus McStonethrust.
Stop talking!
What?
I'm still not over Mick Sandy Vagina.
Well, what are you telling me that you cannot handle Doofus mixed stone thrust? The cleric extends a hand
Yeah,
and says,
shake it. Why not? I don't have a sandy vagina.
you shake his hand. Yes, we have gripped hands now. The pact is sealed.
I'm sorry,
He
what?
looks over. He looks over at Jesus Hellforge and says, "I will do this task for you, and after that, our time is at an end. Our little engagement shall be over."
Can this get any creepier?
Well, I did have to find someone who can raise the dead. They don't exactly have great social skills if you're hanging out with dead people. Ain't that right, Doofus? I am not going to respond to your obviously petty jab at my chosen profession. I went to college for this, and I am very well paid. I'll have you know that my wife and I live in a very nice house.
Alright.
We have brand new home appliances, many of which are top of the line. I signed a contract for them in blood.
Alright, you need to shut up. I'm not currently sure where Miss Edelblut went, so if you could help me out with that too, that would be much appreciated.
Well, I think she went to the one place she can be guaranteed to not find anyone who doesn't like her. She went to the dead
The
people
sexual
tower.
tension between those two is incredible. Thank you, Spy Master. And I'll just... Do I have to grab the dude, or will he just follow me?
He will join the entourage.
That's awesome. And,
And by the way, Spy Master goes, "Hey, by the way, Reggie, love the flaming head look."
Oh, he's gonna join in too.
I am proud of it. Look, a mohawk. And he gets a mohawk of fire.
I'm just going.
Okay, as he goes back to like follow your butt again, his fire goes back into its normal state, which is a fireman bun.
That's fine by me. Alright,
He has to fit in with the Burning Man motif. Okay,
off to the tower.
so you guys make your walking again. No one paying you any heed, mainly because there are numerous people of power, meaning of like combative strength, walking around, and really powerful warriors and wizards and stuff. They tend to not look normal anyway. So, and they tend to be have people with them who are like really unique or weird looking. So you're not standing out as much as you might think you would. You're just making your way. You get to Belfador's tower. There's of course the police tape is all gone. It's just gone. So were the sawhorses that were holding it up. The door is locked. No, door isn't locked. If Eliza locked it, it's locked, I should say. I don't know if she did.
I closed it, but if they look up, or if Elisa looks down, they can see her sitting on the roof and just cross-legged flipping through a book.
There is a sign on the door that just says no.
No.
It was a very hastily... They were going to write keep out. They didn't have time.
Didn't have time. Yeah, sure.
They just wrote no. Let's go to all the abandoned buildings, just writing no on the doors. Alright, so you're good. Alright, you're going to look up?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, give me a reason that you looked up.
Nostalgia.
I mean, Elisa has been waiting for someone to arrive, so she might have been looking down.
Okay, I would believe Eliza looking down more than I believe anybody in this entourage looking
Yeah,
at the
because
ceiling.
Elisa's been waiting for the necromancer to show up, so yeah, she'll glance down, see that he's arrived along with everyone else. Close the book, stand up, and step off of the roof, and levitate gently to the ground. And I'm gonna make it canon now. The way Elisa flies, it's kind of like a Magneto pose, where she stands upright, shoulders relaxed, palms turned upward, and she just floats down to the ground, sets down, and ah, you're here. I see you brought everyone else with you too.
Everyone goes,
Interesting new trick.
everyone except for Susan, who still doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Wait, you brought Susan?
No one told Mother to leave her behind.
I wouldn't tell him to leave her behind.
I see you still have the rock with you. You're sober now, right?
I'm not a rock. I'm made of sentient mud,
Yeah,
and
shut
I find that to be racist.
That rock has helped us out.
It's a rock.
It's a friend.
Ugh.
Listen, you have your things. I have mine.
Yeah, you have a lot of them. Anyway, hello, Necromancer. Glad you're here. Come with me upstairs. I'll show you the body.
We shall do this thing, at which point the pact will be complete.
Mm.
And he follows you up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna take him up.
While we go up, I just want to ask Elisa, quick question. Your octopus friend, could you send it out to the army with a note? Is that something you could do?
I can. What do you have planned exactly?
Well, we still want to let them in, don't we?
Yeah, we make this blockade end quicker.
I might have an idea on how to approach that, but I would like to let them know in advance.
Okay. I mean, if he gets squished, I can just resummon him, so sure.
So I'll summon up Quiggless and he'll crawl over to it.
I will get out some paper, pen and paper and scribble a note. Where is my note? There is my note. All right, scribble a note, and it says, "Greetings, esteemed Valpian officers, or whoever reads this. We sent an octopus, so we can't be sure. As the noble Prince Extellaris might have informed you, we, the Church of the Traveler, are willing to assist in your takeover of the city. We will magically open a gateway for your soldiers to enter the city. We will not be able to keep this gateway open indefinitely, though, so we would advise you to choose your best men and women as the vanguard. How you proceed from then on is your choice. We are willing to provide further assistance should the need arise. You will owe us a favor, though. Please return this octopus, scratched out, note with your answer on whether or not you will accept our offer. If you do so, make sure you move your chosen soldiers to this location." And I'll scribble like the city wall with an X where I want them, and fold that up and give that to Quiggless. And I will also pull out of my pocket a little cap like a delivery guy would wear and put it on Quiggless's head.
Okay, yeah, so you can just tell Quiggless, which direction to go, who to deliver that to.
I can talk to it, her, him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can talk to it. Elisa is, I guess, like subconsciously, allowing Quiggless to
Okay.
follow your commands for this.
So I will explain to Quiggless that he should give the note to one of the shiny people at the front.
On the inside or the outside of the gate? I assume...
The outside.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Quiggless is off with his little hat, going to deliver a note.
Yay!
Elisa's going up the stairs with the Necromancer to the lab to Bilfilder's body.
The rest follows.
Yeah, so I've spent the night here reading up on the Nightmare King, trying to find anything I can to, everything I can. Summon it, destroying it, controlling it. I haven't gotten that much information. I have a few potential leads, but there is one major resource here that we never explored, because he was dead.
And she's gonna look over at the Necromancer and point at, Bilfildor.
I gotta ask that guy some questions.
Alright, he looks down at the corpse, which is miraculously still there. I mean, it's shocking that no one's gotten rid of the corpses in this building yet. Alright, he looks at the corpse, and he looks at you. And then he says, "Is this supposed to be some sort of a happy, fun time joke or jape?"
No, I really do need to talk to him.
I could animate this body, yes. How exactly would it tell you anything without a head?
I'm gonna start looking through my spells in canon and outside of canon. See what I have. Let's see if I have anything that can give this guy a mouth.
I mean, I have minor illusion. I'm not sure if that counts. I can illusion a head on him.
Would that count?
No.
No.
No. I think his head is lost in another dimension right now. So
It's somewhere in the abyss,
yeah,
yeah.
'cause if I knew where his head was, I could dimension door to bring it back.
All you have to go on as to where his head would be, God, the conversation that I have in this foolish game, would be that he was attempting to contact Everdeen Gloss, the Demon Master of Lost Door and Forgotten Secrets. You know that much. I mean, for that, all that will really depend on is how well versed you are in, say, the Abyss, Hell, Demons.
So I should roll Arcana on that?
Republican. Yeah, you could roll Arcana. Did I even have? I think I had a DC for this early on, in case you got curious.
17. It's not bad.
That's very good. Alright, that doesn't quite hit the DC for being able to do this effortlessly. Because it would be... this was the life's work, part of the life's work of one of the most powerful magic users who ever lived. However, you do know that it's Everdeen... that his head was removed somewhere in the realm of Everdeen Gloss. That being in the Abyss, it does exist and its own rules of sort of temporal reality. So while the body has begun to get a bit wussy, the head, if it is in the abyssal plane, wouldn't have, unless it was claimed by a demon for whatever purposes. If you can find out where or in what area of the abyss Everdeen Gloss domain would be, then it would be possible for you to be able to get there, basically of everything except his address.
Okay, yes, I guess I'll start by asking Doofus.
Okay, so Necromancer, this guy was apparently fishing around in the abyss, talking to to Everdeen Gloth, I guess. Do you know about where in the abyss that would be? Because I can try to get his head back.
Oh yes, the Demon Master of Lost Knowledge and Childish Pranks.
Yeah, that's the one.
He is a hoot at parties.
Oh, Jesus.
Excuse me. I like Rudy stuff. Oops. He grabbed a scrap of paper off the desk, and he writes something down, in abyssal runes, and he says, "Here, this is his hellmail address."
Just for flavor, I'm gonna get out my pan flute and I'm gonna start playing Hell's Bells.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I guess if I can do this, I'm going to take that address and create a dimension door to that location. I'm not going to step through it, I just want to look inside. See if I can see a head laying on the ground, maybe.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Because she knows that he got his head cut off by being in there, so she's not going to go in.
Alright, so as you, are creating the dimension door, you can still kind of feel the residual, echoes of the tear that Belfador had made in reality. So you can kind of aim it towards where his was going exactly.
Okay.
So you could, obviously the realm of a demon ward is going to be pretty large. But you kind of get the feeling that you can know almost exactly where it opened up. Because you could, like I say, because that wound in reality is still relatively fresh. So you can open up the door, and basically you created a little portal. It is both orange and blue at the same time.
Yep.
Yep, and you look through.
Yeah, that's how dimension doors work in our campaign.
Yep. And we don't follow the rules. Fuck them.
Yep.
And they're not fun. And
we're playing with portals.
Yep. And you look through the door, and basically it's for the lack of a more creative term, it's a hellscape.
Hmm.
It looks just like the ground is red, just red rock covered in a light mixture of sand and bits of bone. There are the occasional lakes of just bubbling molten steel. Oddly enough, if you look up from sort of like the ground level, it looks like the portal is opened up directly in front of an extremely large white marble building with fluted columns holding up the front and a stairway leading up to a big gigantic front door that looks for all the world like either a big city hall or a museum or a library or any kind of like big like civic building. And on the ground, almost directly underneath the portal, is in fact the severed head of someone. You've never met Bilfador. You don't know if that's really
he hot?
him.
I mean, it's a head and it's in the right spot. I just need a head.
Yeah, you assume that in life he wasn't wearing the fake glasses with a big cartoon nose. And he probably didn't have penises drawn all over him.
It's hell.
But you leave a body, you leave a dismembered head for that amount of time in the realm of the demon lord of childish pranks. Shit's gonna happen. That's all I'm saying.
So Elisa's just gonna look down and say, "Yeah, that's the one." She's gonna reach through with Mage Hand, pick it up, and pull it back through the portal, and then close the portal.
Okay, you are now Mage Hand handling the disembodied head of Bilfador the Enchanter. One of the 3 most powerful magic beings known to man. Deceased.
Yep. Yeah, she's just gonna brush the dust off, stick it back on his neck stump, and turn back to the necromancer.
Okay, now can you bring it back?
I can give this the illusion of life. Its actual soul will still be an unending and permanent torment for it having died in the abyss.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna ask him some questions.
Well, I'm just saying, it won't be very good if you try to teach it a new game. It won't learn the rules.
I don't have time for games right now.
Listen, I don't make up the request. Everyone wants to teach things Texas Hold'em nowadays. I don't fucking know why. Okay, here we go. He takes out a thing of incense. He plops the head on the desk. Doesn't bother attaching to the body, doesn't really need to. Wafts the whole bunch of incense. Does a few really complex hand gestures. Says some words which aren't in any language you've ever heard. And if they were, they probably are just like the worst curse words ever. Probably one of them means bad, another one probably means dumb. They're like super bad curse words.
Usually they mean sex.
No, bad and dumb.
It has gone over to Back in Black, just so you know.
On pan flute.
Yes.
And he steps back, and the eyes that once brought the mind of the great mage Bilfador to life open up and peer around. Doop, 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 doop.
Hello there, wizard.
Oh. He looks down, sees his body. Oh.
Sucks, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be like this, is it?
Yes, I'm afraid I
My
did.
God, you live your life thousands of years. You think you're gonna have to look at this, your disembodied head on your own bloody desk is some... I take it you've got questions then, do you?
Yeah, I do. It seems you've gotten in a bit over your head with this thing you were dealing with.
Oh, head jokes. I'm rolling. Literally, give me a push and I'll do it for real.
Yes, well, I'm very curious about this ritual that you've been researching. And, well, I've come to you for the answer. So, first question. What are the prerequisites needed to trick the Nightmare King into thinking that it needs to attack the world?
Oh, start with the easy ones then, eh?
Yeah.
Simple. You just gotta convince it. The end of the world has already happened.
Well, according to your notes, from what I gather, there will still be people here for him to kill, so clearly the world hasn't ended. So what is it that he's looking for then?
The people who did it.
They're still alive.
You trick him into thinking the people who did it are still alive, thus they need to be eliminated by the Nightmare King. Have you been paying attention, or did you just come in from first grade?
I think your definition of end of the world is different from mine.
That's why we called it tricking it.
Okay then, let me phrase it this way. And I guess this would be the third question. What do you do to trick the Nightmare King into thinking the world has ended?
Well, suppose you could say there are a few different ways of doing it, but short of actually ending the world, which I don't think you're really, quite frankly, capable of doing. Maybe possibly you could end a cheese Danish if you try to lay hard.
I'm gonna give him a pink bow
You
tie.
cast... Thank you, it's fashionable. Bow ties are cool.
It helps to hide that gap in his neck.
You'd cast a ritual that we only know part of it. I was trying to find the rest of it from that damn demon bastard. But it's known as the Ritual of Ent Afu.
Okay, so you gave me a name, but you didn't say what it was.
It's a magical ritual now, isn't it? You do the ritual, it changes the world, kind of temporarily. It tricks the Nightmare King into thinking that everyone who's left sort of destroyed the world, and it kills them all.
Okay.
If you need to know, it goes into the very fabric of space and time, alters a few dip switches and makes the damn thing think the world's ending.
Okay, so then, I guess fourth question. Can the Nightmare King itself be contacted?
If he was holding a pen, he would have kind of like dropped it. And he goes, "Dear, oh, whatever the hell you are, you'd have a better chance contacting the maker of the gods. Honestly, contacting the Nightmare King. Nightmare King isn't a person. Nightmare King's an effect. Nightmare King's an event. A verb. It's not a person. You can't contact it any more than you can contact the concept of fire or explosions. You can contact the one that causes them, yes, but not the actual thing."
Reggie here would disagree.
"No, not particularly. I don't argue with dead people, as I probably should be one."
Very well, final question. The Butts have a secret base where they're keeping a second anomaly. Where is it?
He just smiles, realizing this is the fifth question. And he goes, "I can't tell you anywhere. I can't say it's anywhere I've necessarily gone to, but your friend over there. Your friend definitely knows where it has been." And it stops moving.
By the way, you have dicks on your face. I just hope you know that before you die again.
Too late. It's dead.
Okay, so she's gonna shrug and turn back to the group.
Well, that was interesting. I'm gonna need some time to formulate plans. Exactly how I'm gonna deal with this Nightmare King situation. Have you found anything out in the time you've been sober?
I'm gonna pull the damn bean out.
The Dambino.
The damn bean out. I'm gonna hand it to Elisa.
Oh, the spy master got you one of these little tracking things. Okay.
And she's just gonna pop it in her mouth.
It does nothing.
Was it for me?
Yeah,
I
remember
thought
they're
so.
coded to their intended recipient.
No, I thought so, but
Okay, she's gonna spit it back into her hand and say,
It's not giving me a message. I don't know. Is it broken?
Ew, it's got yucky snake spit on it.
time to swap spit.
I don't care. Is it poisonous now? No.
No, the poison is in a separate gland.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Before I eat it, I'll say, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. You eat the thing, and surprisingly, the world doesn't go blank.
Good.
Time doesn't freeze.
Good.
None of that happens. Instead, you have the weirdest sensation, like, it's a feeling of deja vu. You're standing there, and all of a sudden, you remember standing there. Like, it's like you're there, but you remember being there at the same time, but you're remembering things as they're happening.
Okay.
And everything seems fucked up for a second.
Yeah, I've been high before. I know what you mean.
And then, it just stops, and suddenly, you have, in your mind, you know exactly the location of a cave. It is far to the west. Well, not terribly far, but, maybe a day's travel to the west. But you know exactly how to get there. You know exactly where it is. And you also know that it's roughly, according to the last information that the many have, it doesn't have many guards because it is thought to be so incredibly secret that nobody knows it exists if they don't work there. Its guardian is secrecy. It is, to your knowledge, and to now the knowledge of the world, the ultimate hidden secret research base of the Butts. And it is where you would find not only the second anomaly, but also any information that the many knows to exist about how to stop them.
Dun dun dun.
It's now in your head. That's how these things work. They don't actually give you a message. You simply automatically know what was in the message.
I'm gonna turn to Elisa. I'm gonna say, well, I might know a thing or two.
Did anyone else notice it say, I?
So outrageous to toll.